And
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our short little 3-session game to give Robert a little bit of a break and give him some time to get some more chaos set up for our Consequences of Chaos on Friday. Tonight we're going to start a new little game called Aftermath. Now Aftermath is well, you'll find out more as we get started. But before I jump into tonight's session and we introduce our players and characters, the map you see in the middle of the screen, of course, that fancy colored, whatever you want to call it, that I created months and months ago, is brought to you through the Roll20 app. Allows us to show, maps, situational awareness, things to, get our players into the game and allow our viewers to kind of keep up with what's going on. Roll20 allows you to play all sorts of online. I don't want to go lay down. I keep telling you that every time you tell me to lay down. Anyway, it allows you to play all sorts of games online with your friends, whether they be next door or several states away, as our panel here shows. Also, we have Hero Forge. If you haven't had a chance to check out Hero Forge, go check them out. That allows you to make a custom mini, any size you wish, almost any race you wish in the D&D world, which we have come across and found out you can actually make insect people, because one of our characters in tonight's game is an insect person. Let's see. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, go check them out. If you're a subscriber, you can turn that subscription, you can turn that miniature into a digital version you can use in your digital games on Roll20. Another one of our sponsors is GUI Cube. They are a fantasy world that's been created for several years and expanded upon over the years by the community. So you may have a DM out there that has a tavern or an arena or an NPC that you enjoy dealing with. Yep, you failed. The thief failed to sleight of hand. So go check them out, GUICube.com, see what they have available. Let's see. If you're watching us on Twitch, there are 3 things that are important. We have Extra Life. Click on that. Gives to the Children's Miracle Network. You can do that year long, anytime you want, and when you can. We also have our website that Marcus has been working on. Has a shop in there with all sorts of different, roll hit die based paraphernalia, whether it be shirts, rugs. I think there's a towel, mugs. It's got the symbol behind Marcus's head, as well as the symbol you saw when we started this evening. We also have Army Corps and some others, so check that out. If you're watching us on Twitch, down at the chat bar, you'll notice what looks like a little bitty bubble. Well, that bubble we call a chaos bubble. Now, that chaos bubble, the longer you watch any of our Roll Hit Die programs, no matter what program it is, you click on that bubble and it allows you to collect points. Those points you can turn around and spend on different things for our 5th edition games currently. And yes, Aftermath is a 5th edition game, so if you want to add some chaos to tonight's game, be my guest. Just remember, when you give magic items and magic rewards to the entire party, you're giving it to the entire party, which includes the DM. But don't let that hold you back. I like gifts too. All right, so before we jump in, we have one more little plug, and then we'll jump into tonight's episode of Aftermath. And that plug is going to come from Josh.
well, hello everybody. My name's Josh. I am from another group called At the Dragon's Table, and they've graciously let me join their game tonight. We are a podcast. We deal with it's actually turned into more of a Riff Tracks Mystery Science Theater channel. We watch really bad movies and riff over them. We got one tonight, which is actually after the game, and we are doing Doctor Who and the Daleks. Uh, which is the 1971. That's the one when they tried to bring Doctor Who over to the U.S. and it failed horribly. We have that. We have a TikTok. We've got a website at thedragonstable.com. And the best thing is tomorrow night we have a Star Wars game that I run with both groups from Roll Hit Die and at the Dragon's Table called Rebel Yell, and it has turned into a little bit of a chaos game itself. Considering I've got everything planned. I thought I had every possible way planned, and then the group's like, "Nope, we're doing this," and it's like, you ever watched Squirrel? That's what happened. But yes, come check us out tomorrow. Go check out. We're on all the social medias: Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, at the Dragon's Table.
Excellent. So yes, don't miss that. So as I was saying to begin with, this little game here of Aftermath is going to be over the next 3 weeks, to give Robert some time and maybe add a little bit of lore to my homebrew world. For those who have watched us in the past, you might recognize the map. We are in the land of, I believe I called the realm Alma. It's also known as Nirin Thala. It's we've discovered over the last several campaigns that it's apparently a somewhat post-apocalyptic world of our own future. So if you want to find out more about some of the history and some of the revelations, you can go check out our Dungeons of Veterans game, as well as our Knights of Nyr campaign that we've had in the past. Dungeons of Veterans has got the more lore dump as far as this world is concerned. And there may be a little bit tonight. So we'll go ahead and jump on in. Before we do, we will go ahead and let our players introduce themselves and kind of tell us what they're playing. So starting below me right now, we will go with Marcus.
Hello, ladies and gents. My name is Marcus Scott, and tonight I will be playing Shaynor Onderrans, a zealot follower of Azrael, the god of death, who, brings charters folks from the realm of the living to the realm of the dead. And he just follows what his god tells him to. Below me, Carlos.
I'm Carlos Maricuala, and I'm playing an Autumn Gnome College of Creation bard who's hanging out, trying to tinker and make things and explore the world because the person who made him is a busybody and doesn't allow adventurers.
All right, so following Carlos, we have Robert.
Yes. Hello, I am Robert, and today I am playing Fairy Divine Soul. Awesome! Cinnamon Petal. And he is a follower of the Theorem, the god of life. Well, he's technically actually a descendant. He had her blood. That's how he became a divine.
And next we have Scott.
Hi, I'm Scott. I am playing a artificer, armorer, who is named Woodstain, and he is not the most. He has no knowledge of what is around him other than what he is meant to do, and he's not sure what he's meant to do yet.
All right. Following that, we have Josh.
Hello, I am Josh, and
I think
and it just froze.
Am I froze?
you did for a moment. You're kind of slow and frozen. And you keep that up, we're going to have to make a token of you.
I am playing Alcondor, a Ploid rogue paladin. I believe I'm the boss in the group right now, I think. But he is a member of the Companions of the Noble Heart. That is his paladin order. Unfortunately, he's not the brightest, with only a 6 intelligence. And they didn't really think he could do much in the order, so they put him in the kitchen. So he's a really good cook, but other than that, he sounds a little bit like Shaggy.
All right, and last but certainly not least, we have.
Hello, my name is Curtis Ross. Tonight I am playing a Thrycreen by the name of Chita.
Gesundheit.
Cough. There we go. That's its name. That's how it sounds. Bard, College of Spirits. So let's see how this goes.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and start off, and I don't want to use too much of this, but you're going to You're in a galaxy far, far away. Anyway, so I'm gonna have problems with the names. Alcanor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the kitchen, and you
Okay.
know these guys. You're not the sharpest tool in the shed, or a knife in the kitchen, however you want to look at it. And they love pulling pranks on you.
Okay.
But another thing is, they're not real keen on your cousin's crew. They have an issue with it. So they figured they'd kill two birds with one stone. They sent you to go retrieve an item from your cousin's ship. Well, it's not your cousin's ship. He just serves on it. And bring it back to them. The only problem is, you get to the ship and you run into your cousin Drawl. The two of you have a nice little conversation. You know, hey, you're family. You're gonna have a conversation. And during that conversation,
Mama and them.
you forget all about what the hell you were supposed to find and grab.
Right.
Well, at that particular point in time, the captain and his brother are up on the bridge. His brother being Gesundheit here. The autonome name, is it Syntax, right?
That is correct.
All right, Syntax are both on the ship as well as a GIF and another, and of course Drawl. So anyway, you're having a conversation with your brother. You know, after a moment, you realize the ship is taking off. You're stuck on it with them. Well, I mean, you ain't got nowhere else to go, and you still got to figure out what it is you're supposed to be getting from them. So you end up flying off with them. Now, in the process of flying, and this is more information than Drawl had whenever he landed in our world. As they're traveling through space in the Dragonfly ship, which I will go ahead and show to everyone right now. Here we go.
Nice.
They come close to a strange anomaly. It's like this red and blue wave, and as the wave hits, things change on the ship, you know, or shift or whatever. And the next thing you know, you're flying above a blue-green planet. You know, there's water, you know, and of course from space or from the sky, it looks like this. Of course, the storm here is no longer there, but it looks like this from the sky. And about that time, for some odd reason, I mean, you don't know why. Drawl might have an idea, but he doesn't tell you why. You start taking fire from a ship. Apparently, I mean, a bounty hunter of some sort shoots the ship, and it, you know, starts catching fire and starts to hit the atmosphere. In the process of hitting the atmosphere, Drawl gets you and gets you into an escape pod. At the same point in time, the captain's brother is in the escape pod, as well as the bagpipe playing Syntax is in there playing some sort of ballad, and I guess they decided they wanted to throw him in there too.
Hold on a second. I bought a horse. Is it also with me?
No. But since you bought a horse, we'll make sure you get one, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, you left the horse tied up outside the ship when it took off.
It was tied to the ship.
Then yes, you still have your horse.
No, it was what? Well, there's a rope, and there used to be a horse.
Well, we'll see what happens when
Got that Burger King meat. I mean horse meat.
now currently above the atmosphere of Earth there is a horse floating in space. So anyway, the ship's taking damage, and you are all put in an escape pod, which looks something like, if I get you back to that page, you see the ship. So let me show you.
Is it the little tiny bitty bug on the side of it?
Nope, it's a little tiny larva-looking little thing. Just big enough for 3 people. And the ship carries 2. So Drawl heads back to the bridge to get the captain. and the GIF. At least that's what he tells you. It's the last you hear from him. The ship jettisons this larvae thing, and you start plummeting towards the Earth, towards the planet, which we will stop there, and we'll move over to. And I'm going to have problems with names since we just got these characters together. Woodstain.
Yes.
All right, so Woodstain, this you wake up, or you come to awareness, and you're in a room with this large device. It's got like a claw, and a gem. It's like an eye. But that's you've seen that before. It's kind of in your memory banks that's kind of a central computer system of some sort that like controlled the security system here.
Mhm.
What really bothers you is you look around and you see all the other security drones that was in this facility. I think there was like 50 of them at least, just in mangled parts laying all over the floor around you. The last glimpse that you do remember seeing just before you came to awareness was a rather short-looking humanoid that was covered in fur, like a Tasmanian devil from the old cartoons that you remember, that ran through the systems at times. You know, those humans, they like to watch those weird pictures on the screen. But anyway, and that's what it looked like. Is it disappeared through a wall and you're stuck there with all these body parts laying around. After a while roaming around the complex, another short little creature kind of flutters in, I guess is the best way to put it. Robert, would you care to introduce yourself to Woodstain?
Well, Possum comes in playing a flute. He's just kind of looking around, enjoying it. But
You've heard of these places, these old world locations, and you've never really seen one. But since you saw a bunch of adventurers leave this area, you figured I'd be curious and go down and check it out.
Yeah.
And in the process, you come across,
survive.
and that's how you come across Woodstain.
And I look at it. Hello. Bing, 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 with flute. Are you awake?
Hello, humanoid.
Oh. Backing up a little bit. So you are awake. Hi.
Hello.
I'm
You-
Possum.
what is
Did
your
those
de-
adventurers hurt you?
What is your designation?
Oh, I'm Possum Cinnamon Petal.
Hello, Miss Cinnamon Petal.
That'd be Mister.
Hello.
I have something
Mister.
dangling between my legs.
It is hard to tell because of the voice.
Oh,
It's
all of
kind
us have
of
really
affected.
high-pitched sound.
I
We're not
am
like the
so-
other one.
I am sorry, I did not get the question that you asked.
Oh, you're awake.
I am activated, yes. I do not know
yeah,
my
it-
purpose.
Did the adventurers hurt you?
I do not know what you mean by adventurers.
Okay, it's a game. You get a group of people together and you go and adventure.
Did you want to play a game?
Yes. Let's play a game.
Okay.
Today, I will be, and I cast a minor illusion, the king, and I have a little crown on. And you can be my vassal.
Okay.
My knight. You can be my knight. That's it. You can be my knight. And we will go on an adventure.
I remember there is a room that has equipment that I must retrieve before I can do nightly duties.
Ooh, an equipment room. Does it have anything shiny?
Has armor? Shield?
You know it as kind of a treasure. It's not a treasure room because they didn't really use that word. It was a trophy room.
It is
One of
room.
the commanding officers that ran this facility kept things from those he defeated in battle.
trophy room. Yeah, let's go. I'd love to see it.
Now, in the process,
King, I command that you take me to the trophy room.
Okay.
so you
Picks you up, turns you around, puts you on the shoulder, and continues walking.
now,
Oh,
like I
would
said,
say.
the system that controls you was damaged, so hence you have no idea what your purpose is. You guys go ahead and find the trophy room, and you grab, a few pieces of gear, maybe some shinies, gems, or what have you, and you make your way out. You find a bunch of humanoids walking around a somewhat destroyed city that seems like life is returning to the city. When Possum showed up, it seemed like everything was dead or dying. And once the adventurers left and whatever was in this facility was, shut down or destroyed, life started coming back to the city. And then you see people out there like rebuilding their homes and kind of looking at you a little sideways because, you look like you're supposed to be a humanoid in armor, but you move like you're stiff. But
if any of them come near enough, I go, all hail Possum Cinnamon Petal the First.
Hi. You weren't here when I first got here.
hi. Can I help you? Are you here to help rebuild? Are you with the ones that left about half a day ago? I mean, we've not seen you here before.
No. I came in after them.
So is there something
Where did you come from?
I live here?
Oh, no one's lived here for a long time.
We've lived here, but we've been in hiding until, the adventurers took care of the vampire lord that was here.
You are a vampire lord.
Yes, you're not from around here?
Oh, well, we split back and forth.
Yeah, we're trying to rebuild now, but I mean, what do you need?
Oh, no,
I mean,
we're playing a game right now.
Oh, a game.
Connection established. Vampire Lord. A vampire lord is a vampire.
Lord.
With the destination of Lord.
See, they're like very powerful.
Well, he's not wrong.
Are you okay? You sound strange.
He just woke up.
Then you need to get you some cafefe.
Some what?
Cafefe.
Ooh, what?
I do not know the destination Confefe.
Yeah, I don't understand why it was called that, but it's a dark bean. It's roasted. You grind it up. You put hot water with it, and it makes a drink that gives you like a boost of energy in the mornings.
I am sorry, but I do not drink.
You would recognize that description as being coffee, but for some reason these people call it something different.
Is designation coffee. That is for humans' consumption.
I don't know what this coffee is, but it sounds like maybe it's a different pronunciation from wherever you're from.
I am from here.
Oh,
okay.
Yes, there were a lot of things like him.
Like,
but they were all asleep.
What do you mean like him?
Destroyed.
Oh.
You guys are confusing, and you're kind of freaking me out a little. I'm gonna go, and you just kind of start rambling off.
Okay, it was nice meeting you, whoever you are.
just throws his hands up and walks away.
Where shall we go next?
Well, this place now is getting boring. I mean, he was really boring. So, let's
As you traverse the
go
city,
that way.
you find out the name of the city is Orzul. You being the fairy who traveled here, know it's an island in the south. You've not traveled much of it, but, curiosity is how you found this gentleman. So we're going to move from you, and we're going to go to the traveling warlock who was given a voice in his head said travel to the city once darkened on the southern island. Marcus?
Sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute. Alrighty.
Yeah, that strange voice says to head to the island once darkened to the south. And however phrasing I put that.
Yes, my lord. I will travel at once.
So you book passage, you leave. You're actually in the city of Barrymore, and you leave from there.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't know about that.
Okay.
So you leave from there and you make your way to that island. You arrive at that island maybe a few days after these two woke up to find a city being rebuilt. Port in somewhat shambles. There's people out there cutting up what looks like a kraken, but a rather rotting looking kraken. Anyway, so you arrive. What do you do?
Mm-hmm. I will get off the ship. I will do last rites on the Kraken. And then head towards the city looking for a sign of why my God sent me here.
Okay, so tell me what I'm looking at that gets off the boat.
What you see is a gentleman and a black cloak. See here, I can't share my character sheet, can I?
I can do it. Don't worry about it. If you're wanting me just to show what he looks like.
Yeah, that way. It's hard to explain. He's
All right. So you're this black cloaked character. You may be actually. We'll get into that. So yeah, I just showed it. You look like you may have been part of an order that was related to a assassin by the name of was it Noshi? I can't remember his name completely. But you arrive and you do your last rites on the dead Kraken, and people look at you kind of weird as to whatever that's supposed to mean. And then you ask.
Good evening, or is it day?
Well, I mean, the sun is out, good sir. I mean, that means it's daytime, unless you're from somewhere else. Is there anything I can do for you?
Yes, I sense great darkness was once here.
Oh, yes.
My Lord and God sent me to perhaps aid in any way I can.
Well, I mean, I don't know as far as that aid's concerned. I mean, can you build? Are you good with your hands? We're rebuilding the city, and that's pretty much all we need is, a fine craftsman to assist. The threat has been eliminated thanks to the adventures about a fortnight ago. They're the ones that slayed the Kraken in the harbor there, as well as the vampire lord who was ruling this land. I still to this day don't know how they was able to remove the dark clouds, but I guess it had something to do with the vampire lord. Anyway, welcome to Azul's. There's something we can help you with. Do you need lodging?
Perhaps. Depending on how well I am needed here. As for carpentry work, I'm afraid that I can't do. I can help with the dead and transition them to my God Azir. Sorry, swallowed the bug on the ship. It's not working out too well. But these adventurers, you said, they just came through and run amok and left?
Well, wouldn't call it amok. They came through and they liberated the folks of the city, saved several of them. Granted, I think there might have been a misconception going on at one point in time, and they may have killed an entire family trying to find food, but that's beside the point. Where am I at? Okay, wrong page. But yes, they came in, saved the city, cleared the taint that was surrounding everything, and now we're rebuilding. And I mean, we're all joyous and happy for now. I mean, is anything? You say you can't help build. I can't see there's any other need for your assistance here. There we
Very
go.
well. Could you point towards the direction of these fine adventurers that you mentioned?
Oh, good sir. They left. Um, like I said, about a fortnight ago, they got on a ship and sailed away.
I see.
No, wait a minute. They did not get on a ship and sail away. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Never mind. The tree was later.
Very well. Stop in, have a bite to eat, and then I will head back out. Apologize for not being a craftsman to help aid.
Was fine. I mean, we're going to need commerce before too long, so. But as of right now, like I said, the city is still under, construction. The shops have not been set up, and our trade route has not been reestablished since it has been like null and void for the last several, for at least the last decade. But once that's up, I'm sure we'll have several fine things for people to purchase and come by. There is just one standing rule. There is a forest off to the east of here that is off limits to the city for reasons, and we would strongly suggest you do not go that direction for whatever reason. Other than that, you're more than welcome to traverse through the city. Just watch your step. As I said, we are still under construction. And he'll go and deal with a shipman who's bringing in a shipment of textiles and other hardware to rebuild. I'll get the words right here in a minute. Other building material and stuff that was shipped in from Barrymore.
All right. I will head into the city, try to, if I see anything dead, I'll try to do some last rites. And
by this time, you're not finding anything dead, per se, because they've already had, like I said, a fortnight to clear all that out.
So I'll grab something to eat, sit down. So, I'm here, my lord. What is it that you have me seek? Do you have me seek vengeance against this party that tore through here 2 weeks ago? What is it?
Watch for the fires in the sky, is all you hear.
Fires in the sky. And I'll just keep staring up in the sky as I eat.
Alrighty then. So, a few days later, the three of you are still somewhat hanging out around the city, playing your game, learning things. Question was asked. The gold in which you have, and remember, it's 500 plus 1d10 times 25. You spend it on whatever you want to spend it on. Alright, so.
Since we're going to be hanging around here for a little bit, Gotham will entertain people. But he also has a cantrip that a couple cantrips that might help. So he'll use mold earth to help them if they're having to dig or do things like that.
Okay. So we'll say about 3 days later, as you guys are, milling about or eating food and staring at the sky or trying to figure out, your new standing in a world full of humanoids, the sky lights up in this strange aurora of blue and red. Yep. As it passes over you, let's see. Woodstain, you feel a little freer. Like you have no need to follow any guidelines. You are now your own entity. Possum, you feel kind of a ripple in the realm of magic, as if something had twisted it a little, and now it was untwisting.
Ooh, I'm on Diddley now.
I got the name sitting right here. Shaynor,
Mm-hmm.
as you're staring at the night sky, you catch what looks like a small explosion way up high. And then
Fire in
you
the sky.
see a streak come across the sky heading west. But a piece of that streak falls off. You know, a little piece of it, of fire comes off of it. And as one piece is heading west, the other piece just kind of starts plummeting a little east of where you're currently at. After a moment of your nipply issue there, Possum, you notice the same thing. This ball of fire that is falling out of the sky. And as it gets closer, the flames, start to dissipate. And it looks like a giant larva of like a bug.
Ooh.
And about this time is when the three of you impact somewhat hard in the ground, but not enough to cause you any damage because you're strapped into your safety harnesses and what have you.
Yeah, the plasmoid might guys.
Yeah, I mean the pseudo armor's still sitting there, but the plasmoid just kind of fans out on the floor and then comes back up into it.
I was sitting on my banjo, so it was making a lot of noise with the turbulence.
So, yes, the ship, the escape pod comes to a landing. A rough one, but still a landing in a
Like
forested area.
Slam into the ground kind of thing, or
Yeah.
is it like descend a little bit, slow down at all?
Slows down some, but not enough that it doesn't leave a burr in the ground as it hits.
Gotcha. Seatbelts?
You had harnesses on.
I mean, I'm a ooze, so I don't know how good that would be, but
I don't know. Take a piece of Jello and one of those spinny bowls and just spin it real fast and see what happens. That's pretty much what happened to you when the pod landed. Your armor is good and strapped in, but you're like all over the place, and then you kind of seat back up in your form inside the armor.
whoa, that was a trip, man.
I'm gonna ask, what size are you?
Medium.
Oh, I could probably make you a container to fit you in.
A bucket, if you will.
Yes.
I'm not Constable Odo from Deep Space Nine. That's where my mind instantly went to.
So you guys have
It's a
landed.
place for you to relax.
Your momentum has stopped. What the pod that you're currently in is not moving anymore, but you can still smell the burnt ozone
So,
and some sparks flying from one of the control panels nearby.
I'm gonna try to open the door.
All right.
Wait. Is there any kind of like emergency supplies in here? Like,
No.
is there
No.
a rescue
Just-
flare? Like,
it's well, actually, there is a flare, and some sort of raft type device in case you did hit a water landing. But as far as like any kind of food or any other
is
safety
it like one
things,
of them where you pull the cord?
Yes.
And, like,
yes.
I'm taking it.
All right.
I'm taking it.
But the door is a little stiff to open, but the three of you working together have no problem getting it open.
Well, now, how did we find ourselves in this situation?
Didn't expect to be landing like this, exploding in the air.
Give me a
New
perception.
place.
Everybody?
Yes, the three of you.
All of this is just in your two's head, and there's a light little clicking and like under the breath almost type of thing. But everything else is telepathic.
Where did that come from?
That's just the talking that you always hear from him.
Oh, well, no, because this is the first time you spoke to him.
Oh, so yeah. If you've never met someone like a Thycrane before, that's what you get.
All right, Syntax, you're more concerned with your banjo, whether or not you broke it because you were sitting on it as it was coming down. But Alcanor and Chitta, you notice in the sky, you do notice the ship itself, almost like a ball of fire, but landing a long way away from you in whatever direction that is on this planet.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Well, wherever we are, it's. I think
Okay,
it'd be best to go and try and find them.
So why don't you go ahead and say that out loud, Woodstein?
Okay, so as we're watching this, I see something land off in the distance. I sit down while Fairy's doing, Possum's doing his round of what the hell's going on, and all of a sudden, smoke billows from me and heads up into the sky. Probably about 2 miles up, you see words form in common. Please establish communications.
Ooh.
And an arrow pointing to our direction.
Now,
All right.
would you look at that over there.
So just past the ball of fire falling from the sky that you realize is probably your brother's ship, or that your cousin is currently on. You see this writing in.
I was gonna say extraplanar, or would we understand common since we're from space?
It's a weird dialect, but it seems like the common you know from back home. But it's got some inflections to it that are a little off. Matter of fact, I didn't point this out beforehand, but Woodstain, you're mimicking the way Possum was speaking, and you know that this form of communication is not the form of communication you were used to having. Because you're used to speaking American English, and this common is way different than what you're used to. Now they call what you speak the ancient language.
So yes, it's broken. It's broken common. Then is
Yeah.
what I'm speaking.
So that's what we see in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I will.
With a fairy dialect to it.
I'll nudge and I'll point it out.
Oh, so you're saying we should just stay here?
I believe that it would be more effective if they came to us.
Okay.
And
But I could be wrong, my king.
Oh no, we're not playing that game anymore.
Yes, my king.
Okay.
So I'll turn to Syntax and I don't know how to say your name.
Whatever.
come on, Chit.
Every time you say it, I keep hearing you say shit.
Well, hey, whatever.
It is what it is.
Hey, do you see? Them clouds normally would look like bunnies and rabbits and stuff, but I believe those are words.
Yes.
You're muted.
There's definitely words out there. Or my name ain't Syntax. Now someone out there has been playing with them words.
So
I think it's worth talking to the locals.
Why?
Well, the ship seemed like it was falling a long ways from here, so I think they'll give us the best course of action, best route.
We got a lot of surviving to do out in these unexplored lanes.
And as if on cue, you can hear a howl out in the distance and maybe a growl or a roar of some kind.
Well, darn tootin'. More things are trying to communicate with us. I'm not understanding this language.
And also, Shaynor, you noticed the writing as well.
Well, as I saw the fire, my god told me to watch for it, so I will whistle for despair and hop on my horse and start riding towards the fire.
So,
Fire in the sky.
Okay.
are we staying here or?
Well, I think we go towards the writing.
I agree. The form of
Okay.
communication we can understand.
At least it's not savages.
Yeah, that'd be bad, right?
Bad people, yes, they are not good. It
Gotcha.
seems at least good people, maybe.
Gotcha. Okay.
And as you're getting ready to walk away from the pod, you do notice what looks like a line tied to one of the struts
Oh.
that
Wow.
has a bit attached to it, but nothing else.
Hey, look what I found.
And it's got your initials on it.
Well, dang. You sure you found that thing?
It's the. I think it's relish now.
I love relish.
All right, so
I'll take the bit. It may be burn up, but I'll take it.
yeah, it's you can tell where the harness had torn and the bit was the only thing left like on it. Since for some odd reason you tied your horse to a ship. I don't know why, but hey,
It's one of those things where they're like, you can tie your horse up over there, and he's like, okay. He just walks over, he's like, this works.
So the two of you that are in the town, Possum and Woodstain, you notice a rather dark-dressed fella get up from a seat at a table he was eating at, and start walking towards where where part of the fire came down out of the sky. Actually, you whistle for a mount and then get on and start riding, right?
Yes.
So there you go.
Disparage my horse.
Oh, it looks like somebody's going over there.
Do you wish to follow him?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he mean. He kind of looks like a dark, spooky guy. Hopefully, he doesn't mean them harm.
What does dark and spooky mean?
Bad.
Then we need to protect the people from the bad person then, correct?
How do you know there are people? It looked like a larva.
I do
It's
not know
just,
what is
you
there.
know.
But if a bad person is going there, should we not stop them?
Well, sure. Why not?
So
Oh, that would be an adventure. Yes, let's
he
do
picks you up, puts him on my shoulder, and he starts double moving like it's normal, going after the man on the horse.
So the three of you that are at the pod, you're making your way towards the writing in the sky, and you hear the howl periodically, and you hear the roar of something off in the distance. But I think what really gets you is the strange noise. It sounds almost like one of your instruments that you've played before that makes a sound. Just kind of like a synthesized laugh kind of thing. You really don't know what it is, but it makes a weird noise. And for for us that are players and not the characters themselves, it sounds almost like a mechanically synthesized monkey noise. Almost like like a noise
A robot monkey?
like a noise a chimpanzee would make, but artificially created using what is the blasted thing? Synthesizer. There we go.
I'm gonna go ahead and kind of, you see the carapace on Chitta kind of turn into more of the color of the surroundings. It kind of matches the surrounding color of where we're at currently. Hearing these strange noises, kind of getting a little skittish. To try and
You're not funny, Bryn.
I'll draw my scimitar. Got my shield out. I kind of take point, if that makes sense.
All right, so do me a favor.
Oh, goody.
Let me get rid of these guys. It's not what I wanted. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing, that's why.
What happened to Bryn?
He died.
No.
So, yeah. Put your guys' characters down here. And somebody got something going off, or is that coming on my end? It's got to be on my end. Yeah, put your characters
Where?
right here.
middle right.
Right here?
Yes. If you got the orange ping.
Yeah, it's me.
Alright, so let's do this. Bloop. And we'll just put your pod right there. Yeah, you're hearing this noise all around you. The skywriting, or the funny clouds with the arrow pointing down, you think, was from this direction.
Is that the clouds and stuff for this direction too?
That's what I'm saying. The weird looking clouds that look like writing with an arrow pointing down was off this way.
Okay.
So yeah, probably that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start to head this direction.
I'm going to, follow them, but probably gonna hide if anything gets too close from the sound of it.
But I see there's a broken bridge here.
Yes. Give me a second.
How big is how far apart?
You're looking at about a 10-foot span from one broken edge to the other. The water is moving somewhat rapidly, but not white rapids rapidly. Alright, let's manage this.
So technically, it's jumpable.
Sure. Anything's, possible.
Possible.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Alright, what do we got? 6 players? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So I'll just go ahead and pop these in, just to make sure. Yeah, should be fine. Alright.
Does it at least feel stable right here?
I mean, stable enough. It's not steel. You're used to walking on, like, steel catwalks and stuff. This is kind of a soft, woody material. I'm sure you've had wood in, Forgotten Realms and stuff. But yeah, it's more of a wood bridge. You're not used to seeing wood bridges. You're more used to seeing, like, metal constructs.
Yeah, I got one of them there ideas.
What's that?
I can teleport to the other side, tie a rope, and people can take the rope over if they can't make this.
Okay, question. Would
I
this
can
be
levitate us.
Have you guys brought tokens out already?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, you
yes,
have.
sir.
Okay, I'm making sure those are yours.
I think everyone is out.
All right, excellent. All right, so
you could levitate us? Levitate. You can float us across?
I mean it's water. I'm sure you can float.
But yes, I
Everything
could cast.
floats down here.
Yes, I could cast levitate on myself, and it can carry up to 500 pounds, and I don't weigh that much. If we wanted to go
I weigh,
How would that help us?
I weigh a total of 231 pounds.
Yeah, and I weigh like 180 with everything, so.
I weigh a lot.
Well, that'd be 400 and change. And this can
I love it. The smallest one in the group goes, "Oh, I weigh a lot."
Is this a athletics check or an acrobatics to jump it? I'm assuming
Whichever one you want to use, and tell me how you're using it. Because, I mean, it could be an athletics and use your strength of your legs to push you over, or it could be an acrobatics and you use, like, parkour methods, I guess. So, which way do you wish to try?
I mean, fuck it. I'm going to try to jump it.
All right.
I will shove you if it looks like you might fail.
I'm
I'll connect push.
going to try to jump. Boom! I just pushed
Yeah,
your ass.
it's like once you're in the air, it's just gonna be like shove that extra 5 feet, just like lob you a little further. It might be a difficult landing, but
I'll go back, 20 feet, and then running jump.
Yep, go ahead and give it to me.
That's athletics, right?
Yes, that's fine. Chit, give me an insight.
Hey, now.
all right. I'm not great with those.
Hey.
It looks like he's going to make it on his own without any kind of help from you, if you don't wish to give him any.
If it looks like they'll make it, then I trust them.
All right. So yeah, you run, you jump, and you sail over this gap of water and land on the other side.
I picture it's kind of like he runs, gets to the very edge, and kind of stops, and a portion of his goo goes way out, lands, and his body follows it.
Sure, that works.
Just one big arch,
Yeah, goo.
a slinky, just step.
Then all of a sudden, all his gear just comes with it.
Yep. So now we've established exactly how you jump. All right, about the other two.
Hey, I made it, man.
If you want to try and jump as well, I can assist if it looks like you might not make it.
I got a rather mighty easier way of getting across there.
Okay.
The power music. I start playing my bagpipes. And as I'm playing them...
I want a performance check.
Oh.
You're playing an instrument. I want to hear how good you were.
Oh god, I rolled the wrong thing. Ignore that.
I haven't seen anything come up yet, so...
Oh, Misty Step. That'd work.
Well, I am mystic stepping. Yes.
Oh, you rolled a perception. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem is, though, you still rolled a dice. What is your performance skill?
Oh, it's at a +8.
All of it, apparently.
All right. So, honestly, I should let you... Yeah, fuck it. We'll leave it the way it is. So, yeah, it sounds real good. And it's... The funny thing is, I mean, as good as it sounds to you... Chit can even hear drums being played with it. Like steel drums are being... It sounds like steel drums are echoing through the air with your music as it's being played. And you Misty Step across?
Yep.
Alright, so he just kind of... And then it mists over the other side. Kind of similar to the goo, but instead of goo, it's like this cloud that just kind of pops over. And you're by yourself.
Musical notes.
And you've got the musical notes on one side of the river, and you've got the sound of steel drums behind you.
You made it, man.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah, that sounds like those sprite instruments. Those sprites.
I must hurry. There seems to be something dying up ahead.
Well, then
Right.
you start
Well,
hearing...
Right. I mean, they like that type of sound.
You start hearing a stringed instrument as I just cast Levitate on myself with my instrument.
And
to just levitate across.
give me a performance.
It's not my best.
It's
not hopefully bad. I wanted to.
So, you know that excellent sounding techno music and you were doing yourself there, Syntax? All of a sudden, shit decides to join in, and maybe it's translation or, you know, the
It's
difference
song of my
between,
people.
you know, insect type races and autonomes, but it sounds pretty bad. It's
Just
it's
the
like,
loot
you know,
levitates over and he holds on to it.
you've heard those feline animals make better noises when they're mating than that.
It is the sound of my people.
And it does sound like the drums that are beating on the that are the metal drum sound on the other side of the river from you kind of stops for a moment. You hear a grunt and then the drums pick back up again. But they're not really in any kind of semblance of rhythm. It's just more of a bang, bang, bang.
So the opposite of deception would be insight, right?
Correct.
Well, my passive insight is a 12. So I'm just like, dude, I had no idea your people were so musically inclined.
Normally they aren't. I just
I mean-
happen to be the exception.
Oh, whoa. that's I gotta get me one of those. And he points at like double points at the musical instruments that you guys have. He's like, gotta get me one.
All right, so the three of you who have apparently, you know, kind of joined up with each other and of heading towards the fire that fell from the sky, hear talking and music up ahead.
What is that horrible cacophony coming from up there?
I don't know. We must hurry. Sounds like
Well,
something's dying.
it could be like a demon in pain. That's what it sounds like.
No, man.
Oh, by the way, you're dark and scary. Are you there to kill them?
I am not here to kill anyone. I only help transition one from life to death.
Inquiry. Name.
Shaynor Onderans. I am a disciple of Azriela.
Okay, so Shano Coronet, why don't we, why don't we go see if it is a dying demon or if it's somebody that needs help?
Somebody's murdering a cat over here.
Onward despair.
All right.
And
So-
I'll just fly.
Oh, you're not sitting on my shoulder anymore?
Oh, actually, I'll sit on your shoulder. Yeah.
All right. So as you're getting closer, you hear the sound of rushing water along with the strange animal death scream.
Mm-hmm.
Then you hear a hissing noise.
Mhm.
It's almost like the billows of a blacksmith have ruptured and the air is like coming out the wrong direction.
Okay.
And then the sky lights up behind these three weird shaped beings in front of you. Well, I mean, two of them are humanoid looking. The other one definitely is weird, 6-armed, maybe six. It's like a centaur with a couple arms and not really equine shaped. But what gets you is the explosion behind them and the screeching sound of, you know, Shaynor knows this, and so does Possum. The sound of clockwork flying monkeys scream as this whatever on the other side of the river lights up, ignites its boosters, and fires deeper into the woods. You can actually see the silhouette of these clockwork monkeys flying off and screeching as they go.
Okay.
What?
Hurry, get away from the clockwork monkeys. The winged monkeys are really bad.
As this little flying creature sitting on top of what looks like a rather tall autognome is screaming at you in a weird, broken common type wording.
I will turn back and be like, we gotta go, man. The flying monkeys are apparently bad guys. Let's go.
You just see the four-armed thing just nod, and that you don't hear us say anything, but you guys hear, yes, if they say they're bad and they're not attacking us, then I would be inclined to agree with them. I think that's a good idea.
So we already heard what Shaynor looks like. So we're gonna go from let's see. On my screen, I have Chit, Shaynor, Possum, Alcanor, Woodstain, and Syntax in line. Is that how it looks like you guys' side?
Yep.
So we're gonna start with Chit, and why don't you describe exactly what the other people see as this flash of light starts to fade, but there's enough light to actually get a description.
So, what you see currently in very fashionable clothing that looks very out of place for where we currently are, is about 5'10". You would think maybe praying mantis, but for some reason it's got 4 arms and it's currently closer to green in color, like trying to like match the surrounding of the woods. Carrying a stringed instrument with a rapier at their side. But it has these long antennas and these dark blue eyes that are just solid, almost like what's it called? Like a fly's eye. It's got multiple
Compound eye.
Yeah, it's got compound eyes, but it's all just kind of like a dark blue. But it's bipedal and walking like the rest of the group. And obviously it's clothed, even though it looks like an insect.
All right, so we've already described what Shaynor looks like to everybody. So Possum, what do you look like?
Possum is a fairy, but he doesn't have butterfly wings. It looks more like eagle wings. It's due to his celestial heritage. He is dressed in a loincloth, and he has a few scroll tubes on his thigh. He has also a dagger, and except for a bracelet, that seems to be about it. Actually, I take back. Right now, he would be holding his. It's a softback book that it looks like he can roll up and stick in one of the two. And
Okay.
the wind seems to always blow in his hair.
And
Cinematic hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so then, of course, there's the other humanoid that's with them, Alcanor.
Alcanor stands about 6'1" or so. He's clad in blue scale armor. He's carrying a shield and a scimitar. He does have daggers and other knives. Got a backpack on, a couple of pouches around what you would. That's probably where his waist would be. But his most distinguishing feature is that he does have a helmet on, and his eye. You can actually see his eye. He's got very, very super faint glowing yellow eyes that are coming out of the helmet. But instead of having humanoid skin, it almost looks like this pulsing goo. It looks green, like a bluish green color all over him. And if an ooze could look confused, he looks confused.
All right, and so carrying the little flying possum, we have Woodstain.
Woodstain is about 6'5", clad in a armor with helmet. The armor is dark in nature, but it looks like it's been polished with green stain, and it's not done well.
Oh no, we used the Woodstain on the new armor.
Against the man.
Well, it I have a 9 charisma, so and he is carrying a on the armor at the chest level. there is a necklace there that is shining this huge bright light, even during the day. He's got a shield that has etchings on them, and it looks. The shield doesn't look all that well made, but the etchings on it look to be magical in nature. And in his other hand is, or actually, there's nothing in his other hand other than a gauntlet that continually. You know how the spaceship will let out the spark things all the time? That's what it's constantly doing.
All right, and then last we have the shorter version of Syntax.
Syntax is what stands 4 feet tall, and he's got a cute little hat. He's got like sunglasses basically, so you can't see his eyes. But the thing that really makes him stick out in this like green environment is that he's completely chrome. Not a drop of color except for the black obscuring his eyes from his sunglasses. And of course, his stringed instrument.
And it's real easy to see the chrome because at this point in time, apparently the pod or whatever they came in explodes deeper in the woods. And with that, you see the silhouette of at least 10 of these weird-looking flying metal monkeys coming towards you. And do you need to step away for a moment? So with that, we will go ahead and take a quick break and see what happens next. So ladies and gentlemen, don't go too far. We will be back in about 10 minutes. So my players can use the bathroom, get some snacks, take care of whatever they need to take care of, and we will jump back in to see what's going on with the flying monkeys. Don't go far. And we are back. Gotta move the map around because apparently the map got moved. Get this up here out of the way. And apparently there may be some monkey business going on. No, what are you doing? Okay.
I am tagging Possum to show that he is going to be flying.
Okay. I found the wrong flying token.
Yes, and I
Well, I just put the fluffy name on him, so.
There they are.
Oh yeah, you're levitating.
Yes. Lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay, I did all that scrolling to find the actual token, and it won't let me bring it out of that page. So now I gotta scroll again on a different section to bring it out on the page. There you are. Oh, it's the wrong one. I need this one. There.
While we're there, I am going to look at what's his damn name? What's Plasmoid's name?
Alconder.
Okay. I will look at O'Connor and say, "Good sir, is it you who screeched like a little girl? I see you have what appears to be acid puddles on you."
Or Al, for short.
You came in robotic there.
Sorry, no.
Was there a gelatinous cube nearby? Was that what caused you to screech?
I don't want.
You have a bad signal apparently.
Giving us that Domo Arigato.
Look, I know you were trying to get in character, Josh, but come on. Alright, so I need to roll. Let's go ahead and copy you. We'll paste you right here, and I will roll.
Am I better now?
Yes.
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 There we go.
You were, now you seem like you're frozen.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Looks like
Just
we
my
have two
skin.
frozen Joshes. Oh no,
Let-
now there's a moving one.
There we go. It's. Let me see if it messed up the layout. Nope, it didn't. Not really.
I don't know what's going on.
You're good now, and it got rid of your duplicate.
Cool.
All right.
I'll look at you and I'll look at the shady individual and be like, "Nah, man, that's just my skin."
Are you okay?
Now he's suffering from something.
Seem to be.
What's your dexterity, Shaynor?
All squishy.
I have a +1. My dex is 13.
13.
Ew.
Thank you, because the monkeys tied you. All right.
Okay.
So yes, there's several darkened silhouette of these flying mechanical monkeys flying towards you. You don't have any clue what they truly are because you've never seen them before, But Chit, you are the first to react. What would you like to do?
Well, apparently these monkeys are bad news, supposedly, so I'm just going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, move back here. And I am going to use my bonus action to pull out a weirdly, some creature's skull. It's a real question of what the hell this thing used to be. And that 6 tells me that it is going to start regaling as this light flashes in its eyes and it starts to spew out this story, a tale of the traveler. And I am going to decide as it looks at our paladin rogue, Alcanor, and you now have temporary hit. I need to roll another d8. You now have 13 temporary hit points.
13 or 14?
It's an 8 plus 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gain that plus my bard level and temporary hit points. Your walking speed is increased by 10 feet, and you get a +1 AC.
Nice.
I don't think he needed that, but yeah.
No, I got you. I got you.
So,
I don't know what's going on.
and yeah, I'm moving back there, and it tells you this, like, it speaks out of its mouth, and probably in, some different common that y'all are used to.
And you're fine right now, Josh, by the way. I was responding to the fact you get a plus to your AC, and you already have, what, a 21?
Yep, I got a 22 now.
You never know. But yes, I am about 5 feet off the ground, behind our new robot friend. That's my turn.
You're hiding behind the robot. So next up, it looks like Syntax. Do you see these things coming? You see your buddy or shipmate or whatever you want to call Chit cast a spell and move behind the new taller version of you, less shiny version of you.
I'm told these things are hostile. So I turn over to this one, since it appears to be the closest to me. And I tell the thing, now my mama told me that if I had nothing nice to say, I ain't gotta say nothing at all. Vicious mockery.
All right, and that's needs a save, right?
Wisdom 16.
All right. What's my? Do I have? Wisdom. Here we go.
And Josh, while you have those 13 temp hit points, you gain the 10 feet and the bonus AC.
Okay,
Once you
so
run out of the temp hit points, you lose that stuff.
that'll be 3 points of
Okay.
damage, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
And that one it has disadvantage to attack me.
All right. And that would be
And now,
this
I'm
one.
gonna
We'll
take a step
have
back.
That would take more than one.
Yeah, you saw me just go away.
And for my bonus action, who is this up here?
That's
our
me.
paladin.
That's
That'd
me.
be our paladin. You have a bardic inspiration.
Jesus, y'all are thinking highly of me.
We sure are.
Yeah, you're walking bowl of armor with ooze inside.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, go.
So let's
Take care of
see.
it.
It looks like we
It's
have.
currently a 1d8, by the way.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 3 are going to go on attack. Two.
They stay up in the air or they stay down?
Robert, your thing is not down.
Sorry.
That's right. These 3 are going to fly to right here and kind of hover. And weirdly enough, they reach behind themselves. And when their hands come back from behind themselves, they're holding a flaming pile of something.
Oh
Oh,
my
no.
And they're throwing them at... Who do we got right here? Looks like...
That's me.
Yep, that's what I thought. So we got 3 attacks against that. You on that.
Okay.
Actually... No, my bad. All 4 of you right here. Because it hits a 10-foot area. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw. So give me a dexterity saving throw.
Just one or how many?
Give me 3. Because there's 3.
Aren't you levitating?
He's still within the
Yeah,
10-foot
it's
range, right?
Yeah, I'm only like 5 feet off the ground.
Gotcha.
I didn't want to, get hit and then fall and,
Alright, so Possum's got me 2. And there's that 3rd one, alright?
Boop. So that is...
Wait, do I need to roll?
No, you're just out of range of it. It was actually aiming at Woodstain, but it hits a 10-foot area.
So yeah, that's a...
I'm the only one that don't get it.
Right, I need, Shaynor needs to
18, 26, dirty 20.
Alright, so I need to figure this out. Let's see. Possum, you missed the 3rd one. Syntax, you only rolled once.
Oh, how many of them?
You need 3 total. Chit, I see an 18.
Yeah, and if you hover over the 20, you see a 19 plus a 13. Because I rolled the super advantage, which rolls it 3 times.
Okay, so you are only going to take
Yeah, it was
half
18,
damage from all of
the
these.
19 plus 7 and the 20 plus, or 13 plus 7 from 20.
Alright, Syntax. Shaynor, you're going to take... Okay. You failed the 1st and the 2nd one.
These are flaming poo bombs?
Pretty much. It's napalm is what it's called. But yes, they're flaming poo bombs.
My God.
So, one of those 12s is a 16.
The D4 was for...
The auto gnome ability.
Okay, so it's just an automatic
Build
thing for you?
success.
Build for success, but you can use it on any save?
I believe so.
Well, you rolled a 9 for your first one, so let's put it on that one.
You think so?
Well, I'm being nice. The
Okay.
save is a 10. And you got
Okay.
2 12s. Ain't no sense in adding above that. So you already made the save
That
on
makes
those
sense.
2. You didn't make the save on the 9, so you take half damage from these 3 hits. So let me start from the very beginning. Let's see. First roll of damage. We have 12. So that means Shaynor, you'll take 12. Everybody else will take 6.
Oh, hold up. As that first one hits, because I had to wait till you did damage, I'll use my reaction to cast Absorb Elements of Fire.
All right. What's that? Okay.
My next hit, it'll do 3 fire damage to something.
Okay, so I bet
So
you
I
don't.
take 3 damage
All
on the
right.
first hit.
Okay, yeah, you made the save. All right, so
I dropped to the ground.
with 6 points.
I failed my concentration.
Oh, the levitation dropped to the ground. Okay, I was like, wait a minute
Yeah,
now.
I dropped 5
You're
feet.
at least 5th level. You gotta have more points than that in hit
Oh,
points.
I've got 60, but no, my concentration check failed.
All right.
I rolled a 4 plus 3, so.
So second point, little packet of damage will be 11 for Shaynor. Once again, you'll take the full amount of 11, and everybody else will take a 5. And the last one, come on now, clear out of my damn way, would be 13 to Possum, 13 to, looks like Woodstain,
Mm-hmm.
and half that, which we'll say 6 to Shaynor. Of course, Syntax, you'll take all that half damage. What was that? 6, 5, and 6?
Yes.
Okay. And did you say the second hit against you would cause damage back at the person that threw it? Woodstain?
Mm-mm.
No, it just cut
No,
the amount of damage
I-
you took.
If I attack someone,
It'll add it to that attack.
it'll
Gotcha.
add 3 points to that damage.
All right, so what's okay? All right, good. That's those three. I'm not gonna be that guy. Because I could literally just send 10 of them throwing poo at you and
Be a
dwarfing you
short
down.
game?
Yep, I could, but. Alright, 1, 2, 3 is going to roll the dice.
Stunning action.
1, 2, 3,
Just
4, 5, 6.
high. I was plus 10.
I got advantage, but it's only a +5.
Alright, so the bug has 3 of them that'll fly up here to you.
Okay.
Lord.
Actually, we'll just make it 2. And they will attack you with bite.
All right.
So, alright, so out of those two, 20 to hit you.
That'll hit.
You'll take 3 points of damage. Nope, only 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Alright, second one will try to hit you. Ouch. Not this gonna be bad, but you can take.
If it's a crit, I'll do a thing, but if not,
Yeah, you'll take. It is a crit.
Silvery Barbs reaction. So roll again, and now our Paladin Rogue has advantage on their attack.
Okay.
Yeah, the person
and
they should be going after is that damn
Yeah,
Paladin
sneak
Rogue
attack on
stuff.
it. Next thing I do.
I mean, freaking bucks on them.
all right, so you said roll again.
Yeah, and take the second roll. Or the lowest roll.
Yes, the lowest
It's
roll.
fine. It's a 1.
Oh, perfect. So I already took the 2 points damage.
Right. Okay, so now. And. Alright, so these two will fly up to you.
Aha!
That'll be an 18, which is a miss.
Let's do the 22.
And that'll be. Oh, okay, there's a 23 on that one.
Okay.
Roll the damn dice. You can take a whole whopping 1 point of damage. As a-
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Which one went after him?
I'll take it. I was gonna do something, but no.
Because the disadvantage is now gone on that one.
That's right. Which one had the disadvantage? I think it was
That's the
this
reason I
one.
asked you which one did the natural the hit on him.
This one's one did the hit. This one here missed, but so the disadvantage on that would have been a 15. Still would have been a miss on that one.
So now you can take.
Yep, I
your
can take the little
off
mark
of it.
off of it. Thank you for the reminder. I will
Mhm.
overlook things. Let me go ahead and zoom in so we can actually get a better look at the battlefield here, shall we? There we go. So, next 3. Alright, so let's see. 2 of them will come over to you, Warlock. Same scenario. That'll be a 11, I'm sure, is a miss. $23 though is a hit. You can take a whopping 1 point of damage.
I'm taking it these things aren't physically strong,
Not really, no.
so I shouldn't be dumping like
They're
sneak attack or smite stuff like that.
I mean, that's up to you. You can tell by the first round that their major attack is more likely that poo thrown at you. Their physical attack is more of a hindrance or a nuisance than an actual, pardon me, issue. I got one more left, and where's he gonna go? No. This one's gonna fly over to the Autognome. And yeah, you got one within range. It's 24 to hit for the big money hit of 1 point.
Ow.
Yep. That's it for their turn. It is now Shaynor's turn. You're muted if you're talking.
Alright. Shaynor is going to draw out this large, great. Yeah. He'll pull out his large, great sword. As he does, it lightens up with a green flame.
Green flame.
Green flame.
Well, that wasn't the only one.
Okay, apparently.
Holy crap.
Oh shit.
Excellent. How about you give me a dexterity saving throw? Okay, and Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, you smack this thing and it just flies to pieces, and when it does, pieces of it explode in your direction, and one of them embeds itself in your shoulder for 1 point of death burst damage.
Okay.
For that is what I rolled, was another friggin' 1.
I guess 6 points jump over to the next guy next to me.
6 points.
Fire damage, I'm
Yep.
guessing.
I'm just making sure.
Alright.
Alright, and it's noted. Is that it for your turn?
No. I will strike at the other feller.
Okay.
If you get green flame blade, that takes the action.
Yeah, I
Okay.
get 2 attacks.
It's
As a
still-
fifth level.
It's still casting the spell takes the action, whereas you could attack without casting the spell. You get your 2 attacks. 1 spell or 2
Okay.
attacks, and green flame blade
Okay.
counts as a, the spell action.
Okay. Never mind. Then I guess that. Are potions a free action?
Yeah, if you have it on you and you don't have to, you're not giving it to somebody else and searching through them, it's a item interaction.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh shit. That's
you need healing?
I'm already at 30%.
Oh.
30%.
So what I'm hearing is I need to throw more poo. Gotcha.
They're in these little paper bags.
Alright, so next we have,
Paladin.
it looks like it, Paladin. Who I think just froze on us.
Alright, this one right here.
Alright.
Get up.
I got you. It looked like you froze for a
Can you
moment.
hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can hear
I
you.
don't know what's wrong with this internet connection tonight. Let's see. I am going to.
Did you feed the hamster?
I am going to do.
See, sometimes to keep mine running, I gotta sit Dragon behind the hamster so it will definitely run.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Searing Smite. Smite. So that's going to. So that'll do 5 damage, but I'm going to attack this one here. I don't know why I did that, but that's as I make a Centaur roll. And this is actually at advantage, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
That means it's automatic critical hit damage. I mean, not critical, but sneak attack damage.
Yes.
Yep.
You also got a Spartic Inspiration die for whenever
Come
you
on.
need it.
Shit. So, the deal damage?
You hit it.
Yep.
Okay.
So give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, so it's already dead?
I mean, yeah, this is the one that's already been hit once, and yeah.
Who's this one?
Yes.
Oh, it's already been hit once. Oh, okay.
Yes, it had 9 hit points left.
Okay.
They're more cannon fodder than anything else. They just hit hard at least once. Oh yeah, you made it. You only take 3 points of exploding damage as it explodes, but mind you, I have to do something too.
You said 3?
Yes, 3. Okay, so this one, I'll take care of that. Oops, sorry. Alright, anything else?
I've already used my bonus action.
Do you have a second attack at this level?
I think he's
Paladin Rogue.
yeah, he's a cross class.
Yeah, never mind.
Engage without causing. Rogue. Is there anything that I can do? Like, I want them to attack me.
I mean,
Can I possibly roll like an intimidate on them to see to make them? Basically, I want them to attack me.
you want all of you want to get them all to go after you.
Right. That's what I want.
Yeah, taunt them or some type of thing.
Yeah. That's if you allow it. So.
I will allow you to give me intimidation, and I will roll an insight on the ones that are still standing. Intimidation.
Hey.
So 14.
Hey. Your
2, 3,
your
4, 5, 6,
mama
7,
was a
8.
toaster.
Insight is wisdom based.
Correct.
Yes.
Alright, so 1. Actually, I'll do it this way. How many did I say there was? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, that ain't right. 3, 4, 5, 8. So I will roll. $70 20s. Alright. So 1 is better, 2 is better, 3 is better, 4 is not, 5 is better, 6 is not, 7 is not. So let's see.
I'm
1,
just trying to get as
2,
many as I can.
3, 4. This one will go after you. This one is already on you, so it doesn't really matter if it made passed or failed. And these 3 will also go after you. And I've got you marked with a red to indicate that they're targeting you.
Okay.
So that the ones with the red marks on it show they're targeting you as well. Alright. Next up is, looks like Woodstain.
So I look at the Thrycrin that ran behind me and look at him and go, designation, name, please, and Thrycrin. So screeching, hissing noises come out of my mouth.
Be right back. I'm gonna get a drink.
Copy that.
Alright.
Very much cocked head and then something in response that is
Okay.
just, the name.
And I will attack the one beside the Thrycrin.
Alright.
I can't remember if we have flank, does that give us advantage?
If you're flanking, yes, you get advantage.
Okay. Take your attack of opportunity.
From. Well,
Well, it would have been this one.
no, it's got to be both of them because he's going to have to walk around and out of range to get back in range.
Huh?
He's going up this way, away from this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but.
If this guy's going to go here and not attack him.
Yeah, because you can go through your party's square, I
Yep.
suppose. So yeah, I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Plus, you were flying. How high were you in the air?
I'm about 10 feet, but he could use.
Yeah. So I
So
walk
it's a
underneath.
21 to hit.
Miss.
That's a miss, 21? Okay.
Yep. And I got a
Excellent.
22 AC.
Oh, shit. Yeah, level 522. It's nothing.
Yeah,
So
I've realized now what I need to do. Anyway.
Stand back.
So you move. What's your attack?
I will attack with my Thunder Dartlet. $21 to hit.
21 definitely hits. 6
And
points of
you
damage.
take six plus the 3 fire if it takes fire damage.
Okay.
So 9 points of damage.
I'll take your 9.
Okay. And it now has disadvantage to hit anybody but me.
Okay.
And then I continue my movement. Take your attack of opportunity.
Sure, give me a second.
Uh-huh.
You are not within range of anybody else. It's only going to be this. Yep, that's going to hit you.
Okay.
And you done?
Oh, no, I got my second. I thought you said it hit me. I was waiting.
No. So that did not hit you.
Okay, I will attack this one.
Ouch. Alright. Damage?
11 points of damage. Oh, wait a minute. No, that wasn't a crit. So just 11 points of damage.
Alright, I will take your 11.
And as a bonus action,
Yep.
I will give myself 5 temporary hit points from my. All of a sudden, a shield appears around me from my armor.
Excellent. Alright, so that was your turn.
And that one has disadvantage to hit
Anybody but you.
me.
Right.
Yep.
So one of the only few that is not targeting
Yep.
the plasmoid is now has
That
to
wasn't on
target you.
purpose. It's just.
Way it happened.
Yep.
Alright, yes, it's now Possum's turn.
How high up are these three?
Probably about 10 feet up.
Okay, so if I hit with a fireball about here, it would also get this guy, but not get the ooze.
If you plant it right, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get those guys. And I am... I'm flying up 20 feet and releasing fireball. And I am going to spend one sorcery point to reroll 5 of those dice. So
Do you
I'm
wish,
keeping the 5, the 6, and the 4.
before you roll
It'll be
anything,
15. Huh?
before you roll anything, before you wait to use the point, I mean, granted, I can't tell you not to,
Oh, okay.
but maybe save it
Okay.
because you 27 on the damage, right?
Yeah.
So half of 27 is at least 13.
Okay.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw, Alconor. Okay, Alconor, you can take 4 points of piercing damage as this huge explosion of fire erupts to your right. And as it goes off and as it expands, you see the 3 poo throwers just friggin' evaporate. They're just gone. And the flame comes closer and closer to you, and it looks like it's going to hit you, but it stops just enough to engulf the flying monkey next to you, and it explodes again, which is what shrapnel from it flies out and nails you for 4 points of damage.
Gotcha.
And Possum yells out, "That's how you throw fire!"
The reason I said save your sorcery point is they only have 12 hit points.
Oh, okay.
And you rolled 27, so even if I made the save, you're still going to be higher than their hit points.
Gotcha.
Alright, so that was you. Looks like we're back to the top of the round.
Alright. This one, if it could make a saving throw, I believe Wisdom for Dissonant Whispers. Yeah, Wisdom 16.
Alright, Wisdom saving throw. Oh, actually made it.
Alright. So that's going to be 7 points of Psychic, and it doesn't have to run away or do any of that fun stuff.
Seven
So it just
seven
takes-
points of psychic?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
it takes half since it's a spell.
Yeah.
Yep, half as much, and it doesn't have to move away and all that fun stuff.
So, give me a dexterity saving throw, Shaynor.
17.
As this little monkey next to you just reaches up and grabs its head and screams as its head literally explodes and shoots debris in your direction.
I'll look up. Thank you, my lord.
And you'll take 2 points of piercing damage as the monkey's eyeballs, slam into you.
And seeing these ones around me, kind of, shocked or zapped and jittering, I'm going to move away from this area, provoking attacks of opportunity if they have
You
them.
provoke none? Well, no, you provoke 1. But it's disadvantaged to do so, so let me go ahead and roll that.
All 3 of them have done attacks of opportunity.
This one
attacked.
This one hasn't.
Oh, that's true.
But it'd be a disadvantage.
Yep. So at disadvantage it's a 20.
That'll hit.
Alright. And you can probably deal with the 1 point. Yep, the 1 point of damage.
Yeah, I'll take the 1 point of damage.
I rolled a natural 20 and then the dirty 20. So
Yep, I'd happily take the dirty 20.
Shanor and Chip, are you bloodied?
No.
No. Okay.
No. And then if this one, is it possible to throw them on the ground with telekinetic shove, kind of knock them prone, push them down into the ground?
I think it just allows you to move them 5 feet. I don't think it allows
wait.
you to cause any
Okay.
damage.
Then yeah, I would just. Well, I wasn't trying to damage. I was just trying to move it prone, if that was a thing with a
No.
telekinetic shove. Okay.
No, can't do the prone, but you can move it 5 feet.
All right. Yeah. If that's the case, then looking around. Bonus action. I will go ahead and give. What's your name? Woodstain. Bardic Inspiration. That's it.
All right, syntax.
I look at the one in front of me.
He doesn't seem to be looking at you though. For some reason, it turned its back to you and is looking at the Alconor.
You can call me Al.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna talk at it anyway.
Okay.
Vicious mockery.
Why do...
Now,
What the fuck? I can't highlight that token for some reason now.
tell him, you look like you ain't ever carried a bale of intergalactic space hay in your life.
Okay, that one I can hit. That one I can hit. What the hell is it do with this one? Move you out of the way for a second. Did I send it to another layer or something? Yeah, I must. Yep, I sent it to the other layer. The hell? Alright. Now what did you do?
Vicious Mocker.
So that's going to be a DC Wisdom save of 16.
Yep.
And he makes it.
Oh, damn.
Is that all you got?
I will pass on a bardic inspiration to Warlock? The dark,
Shaynor.
mysterious looking person?
Yeah,
Shaynor.
Shaynor. Alright. You got my attention. And unfortunately for you, he got my attention. So the two of you can give me a dexterity saving throw. That would be Al and Shaynor.
All right.
Alright, that's Al's.
And I'm doing what, Dex?
What the? Yes. So you get to take the full damage.
Shaynor? I
Shaynor,
would recommend
8
use
points.
the bardic inspiration.
Well, I mean, at best it could be a 10.
Right,
That
which
doesn't
makes the
matter.
saving throw.
Okay, I didn't realize that Bardic Inspiration, so I had to step away and beat the crap out of dog. Well,
You have a D10
So-
for a bardic inspiration?
It's a D8.
oh, D8.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
a D8.
Alright, 7.
Yeah. Alright, so you do not make it. So
Okay,
you can take the full 8.
Wait.
Because I'm College of Creation, if you use it for a saving throw, you gain temporary HP equal to the number you rolled plus my level.
Oh, nice.
So you got 10 TF.
Nice. Thank you.
Alright.
And then he's about to take it away.
So the max damage you take is 8 points.
So you take no damage.
Nice.
And Al will take 4 points of half damage as the one over here right next to Syntax reaches behind itself, creates a what's the word? I mean, what's the word I'm using? A napalm bomb, and throws it at Al. So this pile of flaming whatever slaps the back of Al's armor and splashes on you. Al takes half the damage, and you take all the damage. I rolled 2 1s and a 5. 4. 2 1s and a whatever.
Marcus, I don't think you were here when I asked. Are you bloodied?
Yeah, 2 1s and a 6.
Somewhat. That grab
Math
4
hard.
hit points. I'm 31 of 50 now.
31 of 50. Okay.
Okay, we're kind of in the same ballpark then.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
I didn't realize one of my benefits with the Hexblade Curse person thingy, I can get some hit points back when I kill something. Just the one time.
Give me an attack of opportunity.
Me?
Yes,
Okay.
if you wish to take one.
Yeah, I'll take it. Does the 12 hit?
No, 12 does not hit.
Okay.
So he will finish his move and is kind of like floating next to Syntax here. As these two decide to ask you for a dexterity saving throw.
Who, me?
And
Oh,
I
okay.
think, yep, Syntax will be caught in range with it.
I'm 20 feet up.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that my guys are actually somewhat out of range of it. Alright, I'm going to need 2 of those.
Okie Yeah, failed the second one.
Alright, so far just the second one was failed by you. So you both can take, for the first one, 4 points of damage. For the second one, you can take 12 points of damage there, Woodstain, and 6 points to Syntax.
I mean, ow.
And yeah, that's it for them. So now it's Shaynor's turn.
I will cast Hex. I didn't mean to do it that way, but yes. I'll have Hex on this guy.
What you
this
got?
guy.
Alright, what about it?
As I move down here. Bonus action to Hex him. And then I will do one attack. Ugh. 2 attacks. Ugh. Okay.
If those are both attacks, they both miss.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, if you look down.
Next from you, I believe that's Al's turn. So yeah,
Okay.
Al, you got smacked in the back with some flaming poo, and now your go.
I am going to move cells here.
Don't forget if you can get in flanking.
Yes, he doesn't know the 5th edition house rule. We have flanking is a thing, gives you advantage on the attack rolls. I also do perfect crits, which means if you roll a crit, you automatically get the maxed second dice, and then whatever you
Okay.
roll. That way, you're not like rolling all the dice and you roll a bunch of ones. That's not a crit to me. That's a
Gotcha. So going right here would be flanking, right?
great.
Yes.
All right. So flanking would that mean I get advantage?
Yes.
Awesome. So that's sneak attack damage.
Yes, it is.
Well, you would have sneak attack damage also because you got somebody within 5 feet.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, froze.
Well, it's his turn. Of course he froze.
only that.
That's gonna hit.
All right. Was 18 hit?
18 does
Yeah.
hit.
All right. All right. So there's the scimitar.
And that's with your sneak attack. Alright, so I'll take that damage. And do you get another attack, right?
No.
No, that's right, because
No.
you're multi-classed.
So it's gonna be. Oh, wait. Sorry. Yeah.
Alright,
Hold on,
It already added your sneak attack.
yes
Oh,
it did.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
so it's 9 damage. Okay, so I am going to bonus action disengage and end my turn right here.
Alrighty then. Next up is Woodstain.
attack the one that just got hit. By the way, Josh, if you did not know, if you hit the shift key, it will give you advantage on D&D Beyond to do your attack. Should change it to a green plus sign.
Gotcha.
13 damage.
Alright, yep, definitely. Give me just a second. And you were after this one. Oh, yeah. So I need... No, that's not you. You're over here. And you hit this one for 13 damage.
Yes.
So I need you, Syntax,
No.
and Shaynor to roll me a dexterity saving throw. Actually, because of its proximity, I will need Syntax to roll me 2 as well as Shaynor to roll me 2. Because even at half damage, the second one over here is going to blow up.
Funny.
That means I need to roll one.
Yes, you'll need to roll, but you need to roll 1 only.
Gotcha.
Okay, Shaynor, you made the save. Syntax, looks like you made your save. So the 3 of you that made your save up there for the first explosion only takes 2 points of damage. Slashing damage.
That's why paper cuts over here.
Pretty much. And of course, if you made the save on the second one, you can have 2 more points of damage.
I have taken my first point of damage.
Oh, actual damage?
Of actual damage.
And that's it for...
That means that plus 1 to my AC goes away now, right?
Yep, and your movement speed is reduced by 10 from what it was. Back to
And
normal.
are you bloodied, or is Syntax bloodied?
No, I'm like halfway.
So
Okay.
almost.
Yeah. By the way,
Is Woodstain?
Paladin has Bardic Inspiration.
Not yet.
Yeah.
And then I'll take a bonus action since I know he may blow up, and give myself 5 temporary hit points, and then I'm going to attack this last one. He's 20 foot up, so I do not get flanked, correct? I know I
No,
don't hear, but I have
he's
enough
not
movement
in the
to other
air.
side.
He's not up in the air.
Well, I am.
Yeah,
That's why
Yes.
he can't get flanked.
Okay, just making sure. And here is my
Oh, that's right. You
attack.
were asking Robert. My bad.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
10 points of damage.
Let's see. Give me a dex save.
Okay. That's the reason why I gave myself the tips.
Disregard the dex save
Okay.
because half of 1 is still going to be 1.
Okay. So I take 1 point of damage.
Yep, you'll take another point of damage. And all the flying monkeys are now currently dispatched.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot do a lot of damage, but it's the.
Consistent.
But no, it's the. If they go after somebody else, they get disadvantage to hit. So that's if me and the paladin get up front together, that's going to be. I'm always going to be hitting the one that's hitting him.
Okay, so you guys are finished with combat. You're out of the initiative. Let me go ahead and clear that out of the way. Well,
I'm first going to go over to Syntax, and I am twinning a second level Cure Wound
Cool.
spell.
I'm going to get into your brain a little and say, oh, you are healing them, that is good. And give you Bardic Inspiration, and you can use Bardic Inspiration on hit points that are regained.
Ooh, okay. Okay. That's even better. So,
So it's a D8.
okay, so I will add that D8. And then movement. Since I'm 20 this spell, I have to do it twice, but. I only use one second level stuff.
Yep. The number rolled on the D8 is added as a bonus to the hit points regained.
So this will be 3d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. So syntax, you will get back 10 points,
Wow.
and I'll get back 19.
I want to make a proposal here on healing.
Yep.
Can we re-roll ones? I hate that.
I
There's
know.
been a lot of friggin' ones rolled on damage as well tonight.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just about every one of mine were rolling ones.
1, 2, 1, 2.
How hurt
yeah.
are you, Syntax?
I'm now at 43 out of 65.
Do we wish to just go back to where you came from and rest up a bit?
Yes. That would be good. But I think we should do introduction. I am, well,
Is
no,
the king.
Oh yes, I'm Possum Cinnamon Pebble.
The king.
Pleasure to meet all of you.
Designation?
Oh, and this is Woodstain.
I am Knight of King.
Yes.
And
Oh.
this is my king. This is.
Wait,
Bright
I
Command.
should say this is Shaynor Gonad.
Shane
We just met.
He rode horse. Horse over there.
And I didn't get your name, pointing to the Thraeen.
Yes, basically in everybody's head at this point, telepathically. Yes, my name is Chitta. I am with these
Yeah.
two.
Your name's Chip?
Chip.
Chip.
Yeah.
So if I rub you, do you get excited?
So he smells bad.
There's a
Oh.
little bit of confusion there.
Oh.
So
Oh, okay, you don't understand. Okay. It's a part of female fairy anatomy.
I do not know fairy anatomy. So,
Like,
No.
you want to know where his thing is?
No, don't really care about that. It's just, if you rub the chit, it, excites them.
are you security?
It's a little
droid?
bump between their wings.
He reaches.
steps
Is your
away.
designation security droid?
My designation is syntax, on account of the fact that I have a way with water.
Acknowledge
Pleasure to meet you,
syntax.
Syntax.
What'd you say, Robert? Sorry.
Pleasure to meet you, Syntax.
Wow, the pleasure is all mine. It sure is.
My name is Alcondor the Squishy, noble knight of the Companions of the Noble Heart.
Oh, fellow knight. How do we acknowledge fellow knight?
I think you shake hands.
As he puts away a slip of paper into his pocket. Palm.
He reaches out hand. Now
Like
it's,
kinda, I just picture it like it goes into his hand and he just shakes up and down.
okay. Well met, other knight. You are Knight of King now?
What's your, where's your kingdom at, man?
I pop my an illusionary crown. We were playing a game.
I love games.
Yes. Yeah, we played a game called Kingdom. And I was the king
What?
and he was my knight. And we would
Oh.
go on adventure.
But we're on adventure, you said.
Exactly, we're on an adventure now. By the way, was it your larva that blew up that was making that horrid sound?
You
Yes, it was. It was the ship as it was detonating, which was letting
Oh,
us know
okay.
it was about to explode.
Because it sounded like a couple cats were dying back there.
Oh, you're talking about the song of his people.
Yes, the ship tends to do that.
Yeah.
I see.
Very nice. They got away with a plate in the instruments, the music.
Oh. So he plays music. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Not as good as Syntax does, but good.
Oh, I
and
see.
and
Okay.
his people think it's very, very good. So
The two of us are bards of different calibers, but he is also part of our troop, I guess.
you're a bard. Do you tell stories?
More than I do played music.
You
Okay.
hear that interesting story he was telling when I found out?
And that little tail that just pulls up the skull that begins to float above his hand, that eyes start to glow, and it speaks common. Since I cannot speak this common so easily myself, as this is all in your heads, everything he has been saying.
You get no response.
So question.
Wow. So you speak to people mentally.
Yeah.
Like the light little tiny chittering that's been coming out. How obvious it what race our warlock? How obvious is your race?
You're muted.
You can't really tell. He's kind of covered head to toe in black leathers and black half plates.
That's why I'm asking.
He's got a silverish gray mask on. You can see hazel eyes through, with some black hair coming out around the collar. And would you go with
I
him?
think he's a Death Knight.
And those clouds are in the sky again, saying different things.
I have a question. This is just the D&D player in me. Was there anything that I don't know, anything that we could pick up from these?
They
Blind
exploded.
monkeys.
No,
Scrap metal.
no, they
Yeah, I'm
exploded.
gonna ask.
Yeah, they exploded the moment they died. They all exploded.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Lots of tiny little pieces of fragment.
So in the sky, we found survivors of lava falling from the sky. Is what you see in the sky now.
If you want to come back, there's a city that's just recently been repopulated after some adventurers kicked out a vampire lord. The city's called Orizula. Alright, we should get back.
Vampire Lord,
City's called
designation,
Orizula.
vampire, known as Lord.
Yeah, I'll help. Yeah, man.
We did.
Well, they're rebuilding the city. They would like any help they can get, but I'm sure you could rest there.
Yeah. I'm sure if you saw us, did you see our compatriots that we were separated from? Did you see where they were landing off in the distance?
Was that the other big fireball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
No,
a mile
didn't see.
away.
Okay.
Would they be on this continent then? Or would they be further off?
Designation continent. What is continent?
Do you have a map of where we are?
What is map?
No, sorry. I've seen a map.
My king, would you explain map?
Hey,
Oh, it's a piece of paper that describes the land. It gives you a picture of what the land looks like.
But we did not need physical copies. They were on screens.
It's a screen. Oh, you mean like one of those rice paper screens?
No,
Or maybe the woven screen
I am
that people go
now.
behind to change clothes?
I am now confused.
hey, man, let's go to town. I'm hungry.
What? Why?
Well, they wanted to rest and get food.
I'm not sure why, but I am.
As a spark comes out of the armor, not from the hand, but from different places.
Do you need some help or healing or something?
I have sustained damage from blast of monkey excrement.
Oh, so you do need to rest. You can repair yourself.
Okay.
You can
He's
repair
a-
me also.
You're an Ottoman, right?
No, that he's a technically a warforged.
Well, okay, so that means normal healing will work on him,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I will reach over and I will touch him, and I'll pin hit points back from lay on hands.
What does your lay on hands look like?
Wow, that's really neat.
The paw-
Go ahead, sorry.
He touches. He kind of like slathers himself over like your broken areas. He's like, "Don't worry, man. It'll wash it out." And it just kind of slathers and like gooifies the area. Comes in like
And then you get the question, what is wash?
lube up.
What is lube?
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
snap my fingers with prestidigitation and create some lube on his hand.
On whose hands?
Wood stain.
Okay, because I was saying if you did it to Alcanor's hands, it'd probably just blend in with the rest of it.
Just gets absorbed in.
I will put the lube on me and till it runs out.
And your armor's all nice and shiny as well as
There,
green tinted.
there you go. There you go, man. It's good. He slaps you on the back. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm just here to help.
Thank you.
All right, what are y'all doing?
Oh, let's go back to town, and I'll start flying off that direction.
I will get on my horse. My lord has forsaken me.
Oh. I walk up to your horse. Designation, name?
Despair.
You like?
Despair, no talk?
Are
It
you
is a
sad,
horse.
man?
Huh?
You
It is a
sad?
horse.
Of course.
No.
His horses talk.
Is,
Not this horse.
is that a
Okay.
summoned or an actual beast?
Beast.
I am going to cast Speak with Animals on myself. And
Okay.
then I'm going over to the horse and go, so, you like the name Despair?
I mean, it works.
No, okay. He says that Despair works as a name.
Well, I
Is
don't
there
even know
another
what
name you
this.
would rather have?
I don't even know what despair means.
No, despair works just fine.
Okay. He says Sparkle Twinkly Toes would work so much better.
Sad part is, I was thinking about saying that exact phrase. It's like, no, better not. I mean, word for fucking word, dude.
Oh wait, hold on, I'll roll back.
Jesus Christ.
Hello, Sparkly Twinkie Toes.
Who's that?
Okay.
The hell? Oh, Insight Deception. Copy that. Yeah, so, yeah. You believe your horse wants to be called Sparkly Twinkly Toes.
As you do. Awesome.
So, yeah, mischievous.
Yeah, that may be what he wants to be called, but
I'll walk over and I'll pet the horse. Nice sprinkle. What's his name? You said?
Sparkly
Sparkly.
Twinkie Toes.
Is what
Twinkie
they
Toes.
prefer, apparently,
Yes.
over despair.
I wonder if you'd like. Did you
And
know
they prefer
pickles?
they over him.
Syntax, can you walk at normal speed?
Why, sure can.
Then I will not carry you.
I most appreciate it.
The head of the horse kind of looks back towards Shaynor, goes, they're weird. And just kind of...
I nod with him.
No, but you don't understand it. Only Possum understands it.
Yeah, and
With
I'm
the
just going
horse
to reply,
at
I know, it's very difficult. But you're a
Lord-
pretty horse.
Lord Possum, shall we head back to town?
Oh, yeah. Let's
Thank you. And he turns and starts clomping back towards town.
I knew a possum once.
Do you have problems crossing the road?
He was like 3 feet tall. He had guns and stuff. Real annoying.
That was a raccoon, dang it.
Nice.
They just look the same.
Best friend was a tree. It's weird, man.
So y'all make it
Where
back.
I'm from, there are a lot of walking trees.
So y'all make it back towards town.
Mm-hmm.
It seems, as far as most of you concerned, like a typical Forgotten Realms town that's being rebuilt. Not as many people out and about, but there is a bit of a celebration. Seems to be a celebration every night here lately, because of the fact that they're now free to do just so.
I'll ask them, why are you celebrating, man?
What in the yeah, he kind of looks at you funny, you know, trying because we're free of the evil that was here. What the fuck are you?
He is nice.
Oh,
Just like me.
Malcondor the Squishy, man. Who are you? You know, I'll stick my hand out like I'm gonna shake his hand.
You did have to ask for a damn name, didn't you? Give me just a second, and I will tell you what his name is.
Now you know how it feels. No.
Oh, I know how. I have to deal with the rest of these fuckers all the time. I mean, when I'm
Oh,
running.
yeah. I mean, the first time we came to this town, there was like 8 names we got,
Yeah.
and we met them like once.
It's just a matter of there's a guy standing beside the road. Oh, what's his name? Really? All right.
That's when they get generic
Actually,
names.
since you know, often does like to just introduce people. This is Bill Bong.
What?
Alcor, this is Bill Bong.
Who? What?
Well, hey, man. He'll shake his hand, do his hand.
Who's-
Hey,
Who's Bilbong?
you are.
Oh, I
man.
thought that was you. Could it be your
No,
brother?
my name's Tirith.
Oh.
We'll call you T, man. That's a big word.
It's just Tirith. It's not that big.
Tira?
I'm gonna call you T, man.
Sure. What? Is that a bug?
What? No, that's shit.
No. What?
It's Chet
Oh yeah,
Shit.
yeah. That
something.
don't rub like middle.
It
of
just
his
turns
back.
and walks away.
Makes you. I was following.
Yeah, like
what?
in that person's head, all they hear is Are there not more like us here?
The fuck?
What? Oh, you heard him in your head, man? That's what he does. Yeah.
I'm going home and I'm going to bed. I think I've had too much to drink already. I'm going.
Oh, come on, man. I'll tell you a bedtime story. Come on.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll
No.
just follow him to his house.
he scrabbles away and looks behind him each time. He's like, damn it, quit following me!
Slams the door, you just ooze under the door.
Yeah, I'll be armored and stuff. Like, hey, watch your stuff, man. And I'll just like go under the door. Like, where's your food? I'll make you something, a bedtime snack.
And then everybody in the neighborhood and around, all they hear is a blood-curdling scream from this guy that just walked away.
So he gets put into bed, some warm milk, gets tucked in.
Oh, he has to stop screaming. He's like curled up in the fetal position in the middle of the floor.
You pick him up, set him in the bed, cover him up, gets him some warm milk. He tells him a bedtime story, and he oozes out from under the bed into his armor and gear back.
All you hear,
This place is weird, man.
all you hear is the mumbles of him going, "It's a walking ooze. It's a walking ooze. It's a walking ooze. It's gonna eat me."
These people are weird, man. They don't like kindness, so just being friendly.
Well, yeah.
People are kind of strange here. Like, there's no different people. They're all kind of the
They are,
same.
man.
Oh, well, you're in a human village.
Just
Uman.
human?
Uman village. Got you.
I don't think there's anyone else. I haven't seen anyone. Have we seen anyone else?
What?
I
Just
mean,
in
really
people?
cosmopolitan,
Are you talking different races or different people?
different races.
Currently no. This is mainly humans in this village.
Bigger cities can have gnomes and dwarves and elves.
A young woman does walk up to you and Woodstain, because you've been there for a few days. Oh, looks like you've got some new friends. Is there anything I can get for you again this evening? Was it possum, wasn't it?
Oh, well, we just met some new people, and we had to fight some of those horrid flying monkeys.
Oh, I've heard of
they're
those.
all hungry.
The monkeys were, or your friends are?
Oh, no, my friends are.
Oh, they're definitely
yes,
an interesting
my friends
looking group. What are
Well,
they?
they came down from a fireball in a what looked like a larval egg or something.
Oh, that was
But that
them?
blew up.
Came
Huh?
from what are they? Dragonfly, man.
Okay. Sure, that means something to you, but I don't quite understand. Our dragonflies are only about that big. Is there something I can get for you?
How do you get in them?
We generally don't.
No,
You
look
wanted
back.
food, didn't you?
I look back at the Thryken because I can't pronounce the name. I look back like confused, like you don't understand what he said. Like what?
I think we're in some backwoods settlement. I think they were put here for a reason and abandoned. Are they prisoners, maybe?
I look back at the lady. Think, I'm so sorry, man.
Like, just to him, he was the only one that heard any of that.
Oh.
But I think
So-
they need food.
Well, what would they like to eat? Or what do they eat? Or
Chicken, pizza. You know that episode like from SpongeBob and Patrick. Now, what do you want to eat? I want a hot dog, a pizza, a chicken.
we can get you chicken, but I don't know what those other things are.
Cool, man.
Okay.
And I don't know what Chitha eats.
Did you say Say that
Chicken,
again?
pizza.
Shit.
It's the same thing.
Chitna? Okay, I guess I understood a minute ago. The other guy thought you said shit, but okay. And what about, do the mechanical ones eat? I don't remember your friend doing any kind of eating, but what the little
no,
one?
No.
Well, lucky for me, I ain't gotta eat no type of any substance.
Okay, so chicken and chicken. This pizza thing and hot dogs, I have no idea what that is. So, yeah. Well, I'll bring you both some chicken and what about some tubers? Do you like tubers?
Two?
Tubers,
No,
yes.
no, man, I got my shot a long time ago, man.
No. Tubers are, it's like a root-based vegetable that we have. We dig it up out of the ground and you can eat them
Come
smashed
on, show me. I'll put
or
my arm around her. Lead the way. I
um,
know a thing or two about cooking, man. I'll show you something.
A thing or two about a thing or two.
you seem nice
Where-
enough.
Where are you guys going to be at, man? I'll look back at the group.
I thought
You're
we were
at the
going to
tavern.
eat.
Here, there, around.
And I'll just go with the lady.
I
Yeah,
mean, that
she
Jack and Or there
kinda-
was okay.
Not standoffish. You know, she's nice enough, but she's a little weirded out because there's a slime hand on her shoulder.
Don't worry, man. It'll wipe right off.
But she leads you back towards the kitchen and says, I don't know,
There are good ooze
I don't.
all in her head.
What? Whoa, well, I mean, I have dealt with weirder things. She mumbles to herself or thinks to herself, however that worked out for her. And she continues to walk towards the kitchen with you, and she mentions, I don't know if, how sanitary is all this?
Well, I'll wash my hands, man. Don't worry.
Will you still have a hand when you're done?
Oh, it comes back.
Confusing, but I will not judge. And she takes you back to the kitchen and shows you they got like some chickens laid out on, roasting
So
over
if I
open
use
fires.
I just wanted to use this feature, the passion for food for chef
Mm-hmm.
background. It says I can find the closest and best ingredients in just about any environment. For any role relating to finding food or ingredients, I get to add roll 2d6 to the roll to find the food, and if you eat the food that I create, you get 1d4 hit points back.
Okay. So go ahead and you need to make a roll for that, you said?
So,
It's usually a
What do you
survival
want me to
check to
roll?
find food.
What'd you say, Robert?
I mean,
It's usually
Yeah,
a survival
it'll
check.
be.
Okay, that's what I
So I'm
thought.
going in there. I'm going into the room to like look for everything.
Give me an investigation then.
Oh, okay.
With survival if you're out in the wild, but we'll say investigation if you're like in the kitchen.
Gotcha. Oh man, that's a -2. Damn. So let's roll those 2d6 real quick. So a 10 total.
I mean, you see the tubers and they look like, I think you'd call them potatoes. It's kind of slim pickings as far as oh, okay. We're about to end here if you're referring to that.
But,
You don't find much, but you find a little bit here and there. It's almost as if they're still trying to, and my camera's messed up. Give me a second.
and if I got to, I'll pull a trail ration out, pull some stuff out with it if I got to. And just because the character knows more about cooking than I do, I will use, I'll cook, because I do have cooking utensils as, gear here, and I will use the handy spice pouch
Mm-hmm.
for whatever. If I've got to use 2 charges for it, that's fine. Just to, properly season the food, stuff like that, and then I will. Can I just like manifest a couple of alarms and just pack it all to the group
Sure.
all at once?
And that's what will end is you walking towards the group with your arms loaded full of food, even though I think only 4 of you can eat.
Right. Yeah.
And like I said, we'll end with him with Aklenor carrying these food with like all these different little slimy arms. which seems odd that he's still able to hold it up in the air. For those who don't know what a plasmoid is, or plastoid is, right?
Yeah, plasmoid.
And we'll see what happens next session, next Friday at same time, to find out exactly what this new group that has just met each other and just landed on the planet and all the other fun just, whatevers, and dealing with people who have no idea what the hell a talking bug and a walking slime are the norm now. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Of course, if you can't wait till next Friday for your tabletop RPG needs, you can join us tomorrow night over at the Dragon's Table for some Star Wars Fantasy Flight Rebel Yell. Pretty much most of us that are here will be joining the crew over there, and we'll be causing Josh to pull more hair out.
Yes.
And of course, once we get done with that, we also have Wednesday. We could do some organized play. Thursday, we got our Mutants and Masterminds game with Power Comes, and we'll be back here for some more Stories of Nier Aftermath. And like I said, it'll be a 3-part session. And who knows? Maybe further down the line, this group might continue into more stories of Nier. Maybe. If they don't kill each other first or whatever happens. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Remember, we're in this adventure called Life Together, so please keep that golden rule in mind. And also, first of all, treat those around you like the way you like to be treated yourself. But also, once you get off of here, watching us here, we are hosting at the Dragon's Table's movie night, or you can go over to their Twitch channel and watch. You said it was Doctor Who and the
Daleks.
Mm-hmm.
The 1974 when they first brought it over, which is the unnumbered Doctor that's in this.
So go join them, follow, subscribe or whatever, and give you some comments in there.
The other important thing about this episode is the TARDIS looks different.
Yes, it does.
All right. So once again, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.